Society sells us a very specific dream. We are told to work hard now so that eventually we can sit back, eliminate all stress, and do absolutely nothing. Dr. Tirta operates in total opposition to that dream. He's an Indonesian physician, a successful entrepreneur, and completely financially independent. Yet instead of enjoying an early retirement, he deliberately subjects himself to 42-kilometer marathons. To him, a stable, peaceful life is a trap. It breeds complacency and boredom, so he actively engineers stress to keep himself sharp. Tirta treats his physical health as a temporary biological loan. Since every day subtracts from that balance, he focuses on maximizing the utility of his body through continuous effort before the time runs out. This forces us to ask a difficult question about how we measure success. What happens when we stop trying to escape pressure and start using it as a deliberate tool for growth? This operating system was installed early. His father conditioned him to chase objective targets from childhood, turning academic pressure into a gamified baseline. That conditioning dictated his career path. He didn't enter medical school out of a profound passion to heal the sick. He applied to University's Gadjah Mada specifically because it had the highest statistical barrier to entry in the country. He just wanted to conquer the hardest target. He applied that exact same hyper-focus to finance. While navigating an exhausting medical curriculum, he ran underground businesses right out of his dorm, selling electronics and washing shoes to generate his own capital. Money serves a purely functional role in his strategy. It provides the financial freedom to eliminate basic survival stress, clearing the path to pursue more complex challenges. When you structure your life as a series of objective targets, pressure stops feeling like a paralyzing weight. It becomes a highly predictable engine that accelerates you forward. Constant success without failure creates a dangerous blind spot. Tirta admits that during his early career, he grew into an intellectual bully, convinced that his academic pedigree made him the only person in the room worth listening to. During the COVID-19 crisis, he took his aggressive, know-it-all approach straight to the public. He dyed his hair pink, lectured the nation on public health, and sparked a massive wave of backlash. That national pushback forced a harsh realization. Raw intellect is useless if your delivery alienates the exact people you are trying to educate. To survive a public crash like that, you have to build an emotional filter. You have to separate your personal ego from your actual utility, learning to deliver value without demanding validation. Once his academic and financial targets were met, his hyperactive mind needed a new crucible, so he turned to ultramarathons. He doesn't do this to feel comfortable or to achieve elite speed. He openly admits that the physical process of training for an endurance race is miserable and exhausting, but that suffering is the point. The extreme physical exhaustion functions as an active meditation. It silences his ego and forces his mind into a state of clarity, generating his most creative business strategies. When physical suffering is chosen voluntarily, it becomes the ultimate biological tool. It suppresses arrogance and isolates your deepest mental focus. Mastering that internal pressure also shifted how he views external resources. He actively rejects standard wealthy milestones, refusing to hoard luxury cars or status symbols because they offer zero practical utility. This chart shows how his system operates. Instead of holding cash, he treats his business profits and endorsement deals as operational fuel. He funnels that capital directly outward to empower his employees and fund the athletes in his running club. The math behind this is straightforward. Sharing resources and creating opportunities for others accelerates collective growth far faster than hoarding cash in a single bank account. By applying high-pressure business systems to his brand, Tirta generates a surplus of capital and influence. He chooses to redirect that momentum away from himself, transitioning from a solo performer into a structural foundation for his community. Today, Dr. Tirta has abandoned the need to be recognized as number one or to prove his intelligence to anyone. His final target is incredibly pragmatic. He wants to leave a positive memory so potent that even the strangers washing his corpse after he dies look at his physical condition and feel inspired. A life built entirely around seeking comfort leaves absolutely no footprints, but a life of deliberate engineered struggle leaves a permanent blueprint for other people to follow. To leave a mark on the world, you have to stop running away from the weight of expectations. You have to embrace the pressure and let it forge you into someone who is impossible to forget.